I know how you guys love the EDC videos, and I love making them for you. So, we have another review. As you can see, this had better days, and it's been through a lot, and it's had a couple of mishaps and stuff. This is not the original pouch that comes with it. We'll get into that in a minute. And I do have my charade tool over here to use as a reference. You saw the Leatherman, which is one of my, the Leatherman Super Tool, which is one of my most oldest used ones. And as you can see, it's in great shape. So yes, definitely a superior tool. This is not as good as that, but definitely for the bang for the buck, you definitely get something good. But before we get into all that, so you see all these videos and you can support the channel, you get that thumbs up. That will help get the videos out to other people. It also lets people know that you like these videos. Also, you hit that subscribe and you get to check out the videos when they come. It comes up in your subscription feed. So you're always aware of when these EDC videos come out. And I've been trying to do them every week this time. I may switch off every now and then, but I am trying to bring you more and more EDC videos every week. So, this is a multi-tool. I had, of course, the Leatherman first. I wanted to have something a little bit different. There is one feature on this that I really like and wish my Leatherman as well as my Charade Tough Tool there would have as well, which it doesn't, and we'll get into that in a minute. But before we get into that, this I got in an Army and Navy store, a local Army and Navy store. Is just a pouch. I just brought it out to... It does have a pouch. It's very similar to this Husky pouch that is with my sheetrock razor knife here. I'm pretty sure I showed this before. If you guys want to see it, let me know. I'll show you. It's kind of like that. It's just a very basic, nylon case. It says Stanley instead of Husky. And this goes on your belt either way. That one did as well. I don't remember if I just don't have the case anymore or what, but it's not around right now, so I can't show you guys it in the case. But if you buy it, it's like 20 bucks on Amazon. I got it when it was on sale at Ace Hardware, and it was like $14, so or $12 actually. 12, I'm sorry. It was $12 on sale, so that's why I purchased it. I was looking at it, I was like, might as well check it out. So it does fit in this sheath quite well. These ones are kind of worn out, so I wouldn't carry it long ways, but definitely this is a very sturdy little thing right there. And you do have a nice clip right there on this sheath. If you're looking for it, I'm not sure if you can get it on Amazon, but it's Fury Tactical. Like I said, it was just some Army and Navy store that was in the neighborhood. I went in there to check it out. Bought some stuff. I bought the canteen that I have in my EDC bag, my get home bag that I keep in my car, which the video is down below if you want to check it out. So that video is there. Of course, the Leatherman Super Tool as well as the Charade Tool is there as well. So, as you can see, it does not have the screw that came with it. And this is something my father used to do, so I kind of kept it in my own. I have a couple of, Harbor Freight. If you have a Harbor Freight in your area, definitely good for organizing stuff. I have a Harbor Freight parts organizer or screw organizer, whatever you want to call it, to organize all my stuff. So, I have, if I put something together for the wife or somebody else, I help somebody put something together, and there's some bits and bobs and screws and all that fun stuff left over, I throw it in the parts. If I go somewhere, I see a box of screws or different type of screw sizes on sale, I'll buy them so I have them. I had a box of sheetrock screws. I was doing some work with some stuff. I throw the extra in there. I always have screws, and guess what? I took something apart. I had the screw left over, and it fit perfectly in here because this little thing came out. That's one of my gripes with this Stanley. Also, I would appreciate it if this was metal here, not plastic. It is plastic. If you can't tell from the looking at the video, it is a plastic piece. Now, the feature that I love so much about this and makes me like it, right there, it is spring loaded. It is so much easier if you're working on something. You can just boom, boom, and turn. Very good. Very useful. As you can hear and see, it's old. The tools are kind of flipping, flopping around a little. But the ergonomics on the handle is pretty good. It is very similar to the SOG. Not the SOG. Or it is the SOG. Yeah, the SOG. It is very similar to the SOG tool, or what was the other one that has the tool? The Gerber. Gerber has one similar to this as well. Don't have those. I am gonna look at them eventually, and I do also want to look into Walmart's budget multi-tool, if you will. But as you can see, this has a regular large plier, not very needle nose, but decent enough, and you have the wire cutter, and it is Shop Basics, it's called, this tool. And then on the handle over here, you cannot access the tools with the pliers closed, which is kind of a little disappointing, and that's when the spring action is something that you don't want. But if you're using actual pliers, then you do want that. So on this side, you have a file. It's an okay file, not as good as with the SOG, a charade, I mean, or with the what do you call it, Leatherman. Definitely not as good. So we do have a little bit of a wire strip over there, a small screwdriver, flathead screwdriver. We also have, they do kind of like lock in place all of them, so that does help if you're going to use them. So you have your 3D screwdriver there. It's kind of similar to the lock, not as superior as of our Victorinox, of course, but it is kind of similar to the Victorinox. So as you see right there, the 3D printed screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, you have your knife blade that also locks in place. So if you're using this, you could use it like that, or you can kind of use it like that. Not the best grip in the world, but decent enough that it's usable. And you have your knife blade over there, like I said. Then you go on this side, and you have several tools over here. The quality of the tools aren't like the charade, are definitely not like the Leatherman, of course. But if you're on a budget, you just want to have something to keep with you to use, this is an alternative that a lot of people can use. So the saw, I have used this saw in the past. It's okay. It does lock like the other ones. You can see the spring over here underneath the plastic. Just bump the camera there at the end of it. But this is the little spring mechanism over here that pops the tools in. You have a bigger flathead screwdriver here with a little wire stripper there. You have a little punch or awl over here. And then you have your can opener over here. These tools, number one, are not tight. That's my number one thing that I do not appreciate about this tool. It's not tight. I lost one of the bolts, of course, like I told you, but the screw holds it together decently. So, if you're in the shopping area and you want to just pick up something, a little something like that, I don't know if the Walmart would be better than this one. I will eventually purchase that one and we will compare them and see. But definitely a decent tool, not the best in the world. I can tighten up the screws. It's regular screws here, and then these kind of screws here. I can tighten them up, make it a lot tighter. Some of the pieces on there. Does it compare to my favorite one, the Charade? No. The Charade has way better design, way better tools on it, way better put together. So definitely, I would, if you could find that on sale like I did, that is definitely the better tool. And I did get the Charade after I got this, and I had the Leatherman all along, like I told you. The Leatherman was a great tool. I just wanted something different. I wanted to test out something and see how it works. I carried this one for a while. It worked out okay. It wasn't the greatest thing. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. But you know, like I said, and I have it in the car now, so, and in my get home bag. But I always have this in my pouch or the Leatherman, so this kind of a toss away. I'd have that with me anyway. So it's just, you know, one is none. You have to have more than one in case something breaks or you lose it. So I'd use this first, and I'd hold off on using this until that breaks or I get lost, because this is the more superior tool if I was in a situation where I had to use it in an emergency. I have used that on the car to work on different stuff, so it holds up. It holds its own. Not the best in the world, like I said, but definitely good. Stanley, you know, they have some pretty good tools out there, so it's not a no go on that at all. So if you're looking for a cheap one, you can't find the Charade at that price range, the $20 or $12 the way I got this one, then definitely pick up the Stanley. You're not going to be sorry, especially if you find it on sale, okay? Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the love,